I can see, I can already see just the click through rates, whatever they are called, basically. Yeah, audience retention just going like this, bro. Like, hear the accent. Here's the start of the video, like first second, and then just barely. This was a test of your dopamine receptors, and if you clicked off, you failed it. Not congratulations. If you stayed, finally, sweet. And I'm going to talk about this problem. Okay, dopamine detox. What is dopamine detox? You've heard this term all over. Okay, you've heard that like tons and tons of times. Oh, the dopamine detox. Dopamine detox. Dopamine detox. What is dopamine detox? What even is it? Well, dopamine detox. Hold on. I have to meme out. Meme out here. Well, scientifically, the dopamine detox is not the right term because it's not a detox. It's lowering your No one cares. I don't want to see nurse comments. So, let's get to it. What is dopamine detox? Dopamine detox is when you avoid bad dopamines in your life. For example, what is this? This is GBL. Man, this is ancient though. The GBL. Oh no, I'm. They haven't paid for the ads. Nah. Okay, nah. Free promotion. There you go, GBL. Nice. That says cool, sweet. So, what is a bad dopamine? Bad dopamine is everything you need to hate in this world. Corn, not the real one. The corn I'm talking about is porn. Then what we have? So porn, scrolling on TikTok, consuming without creating, not doing anything, not doing good habits. So why is it so important? So see, in your brain, you have this. Let me do the transition. You have this. So this is your brain. This is where your brain is. Okay, it's like the head. This thing is called head. Skull, and here is your brain. In your brain, oh my, yeah, in your brain there's actually this part somewhere right, oh no, right, somewhere right here, right there, some right in this area somewhere, there's this thing called the lizard brain. It's not a very scientific term, but you got what I'm saying. Lizard brain, basically animal part of our brain. And why is it so important? Well, this animal part controls your daily life probably heavily. It influences you most likely seriously. And okay, how does that work? Okay, tell me more. So, see, as a human, you have this task. You're an animal. You're an animal. Even if biologically speaking, yes, it is correct to call it a human animal because yes, it is animal. You're an animal. Your task is to become from animal to a human. This is your task. How do you achieve it? You turn off and regulate your lizard brain as much as possible. How do you do that? Well, how do I do that? Well, why? Why would I tell you? No, seriously, why would I tell you? How many videos have you watched on dopamine detox? How many videos have you watched on dopamine? You're actually telling me that you don't know what to do? Oh, I don't know what to do with my life. I'm seeking answers, buddy. Seriously, bro? Like seriously? If you really don't know, let me give you this. Eliminate bad dopamine. By bad dopamine, I mean everything that is short, that is bad for your brain. Porn, all of those addictions, smoking, drinking, all of that goes to the. You don't smoke. from today, you don't drink, you don't watch TikTok shorts, you don't consume pornography, you don't indulge in 5 hours of videos on YouTube which are useless and give nothing to your life. You don't indulge in Netflix series, you don't indulge in films, none of this. This is the first step to dopamine detox. Second step, this is second. Second step would be you actually going out there and starting to change. So first, when you start doing this, obviously this won't be easy. It will be a matter of discipline, which I'm going to talk about in upcoming videos, and it will be very interesting, bro. Trust me, there are some things about discipline you haven't really understood properly, and that is the reason, like, why you are stuck. Genuine reason why you're stuck so much. So that's out of the side. Now come to this dopamine detox. So you have this thingy called dopamine detox. Okay, Nogzari, I eliminated all of those bad habits. I'm getting cravings, but I'm disciplined. I'm not gonna look there. What next? Your dopamine brain, your dopamine addict brain will start to crave dopamine. Now, the reason why those things are so bad and those things can be so good is because these things don't just consume them. You don't, bro. Sorry for my language. You don't just consume these. You don't just get dopamine from this. You fry your receptors. Like these oily fries you get in McDonald's. Yeah, you have to cut out junk food as well, by the way. Like those very oil, like to the point where it's disgusting to even eat it. Like it's so oily and so processed. Like these things. So when you have these little things, this is what your dopamine receptors are going to look. This is what your neurons, the thing that your brain is made of, is going to look like. Fried, disgusting, can't do anything, not nutritious at all. On the other hand, this is what the bad habits do to your brain. But okay, dopamine is an essential thing for your life, and I'm not even joking. Everyone seems to hate it so much of like no dopamine, no motivation, but it's actually one of the reasons we're human in a sense, because if we didn't have a dopamine, we'd just be actual animal with short circuits of dopamine, and we wouldn't be achieving anything. And by the way, if you didn't know, humans are literally machines. It's rude to call it that, but if you would ask me how would you break down a human concept in the way that it's most understandable, I'd say goal achieving machine. Especially for men, you have this in your brain of like, okay, I need to go achieve it. You're thinking about future. It's a masculine man. And for women, it's different. We'll go and talk about girls later. Doesn't matter right now. So, what did I say? Exactly. Get back to the bad. Dopamine is gonna make you deep fried, oily potatoes, which you don't want to eat, and they're disgusting. And they're not even salty. Ale. Get out of here. And then you have good dopamine. Good dopamine are all of those good habits: meditation, journaling, this. I'm repeating this for you because if you're a complete newbie, this doesn't apply to you. But if you, bro, have actually heard this many times, because if genuinely almost 90% of people who use YouTube, who use internet, know what dopamine detox is. And if you do and you were watching this video, you're wasting your time. It's the same as, bro, there's no point. You watch one video, maybe a couple in the future, just to learn something. This video is not, oh, full dopamine guide detox. No, it's not. It's just a brief introduction. We're testing your dopamine. I'm speaking in this manner specifically. I'm trying I'm trying to stutter as much as possible to trigger you to click off, because I'm testing your dopamine receptors. I'm going to grab this water, and I'm gonna drink this. To make your dopamine receptors even more tested. So do good habits. Cold showers, by the way, Cold showers seem to be increasing your dopamine a lot. If you just go in, the hardest part about cold showers is hopping into them, bro. Trust me, I hate them. Like the idea of like going there, yes, there is hate, but after you feel amazing. You not only feel warm, which is funny to say, but you're actually feeling a huge spike of dopamine. There are actually some studies that show like, the addicts who consume like drugs and all that and like heroin and all that stuff. So their dopamine receptors are dead. Like that, bro. Like they're not even deep fried anymore with a lot of oil. They are just pretty much oil. They're not fries anymore. So that is what happens to your dopamine and drugs. Bad dopamine. So those drugs result in that, and basically dopamine works this. I've talked before in another video. Dopamine works like this: you do a bad habit, you have a high dopamine spike. This is your baseline. Bad habit, boom. Doesn't last, boom. You see my finger that is covering my beautiful eye. The reason it is lower than the baseline is because that's how bad habits operate. Every single time you indulge in bad habit, you're literally making yourself more unhappy. And guess what? Tomorrow, this is your new baseline. And then you go through the same cycle every single day, and then you're like, oh, why do I have depression? Duh, dummy. This is why you have a depression. This is why you hate your life. So you need to eliminate those bad habits completely if you truly want to have a true happiness in your life. And when you start doing good habits, when you are not deep frying your dopamine receptors in this estrogenic environment in oil, and when you're simply putting oil as a little dressing without estrogen, pure, nice olive oil, this is majestic. This actually is good. So when you do that, this is your baseline, this is your dopamine when you do a good habit. Boom. No, this might actually not be boom. Boom is in case of cold showers and things like that are very stimulating. In terms of like stuff. It's mostly like slow rise, but it's exponential rise. Then it's very, 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 very slow descent. Like cold showers effect, like from dopamine spike, lasts for like 2 to 10, even 7 hours. I know 5 hours after the cold shower. Depends on how long you've been in the shower or in the bath. Things like that. When you do those good habits, on the next day, when you do this meditation journaling, eliminate bad habits, you're thinking you're alone with your thoughts, you're doing all of this. Idea there is, bro, that the next day you're literally happier. That's the whole point. We are not telling you all of those influencers. We're telling you Hamza, that maybe Tate spoke about this, Iman Gaji, all of these people who are in the self-improvement niche. They are telling you the single reason why you need to get rid of those bad dopamines is because on the next day, after the month, you will literally less happier and less motivated. However, if you do good habits, next month your baseline grows. And now this is your baseline. This is what you wake up with zero stimuli. Before it was this, then it grew. And if you would have done bad habits, boom, bro. You need to understand this. This is why it's so crucial. And this is why I'm getting to the point over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. This is why I'm using the same deep fry analogies and the same water bottle, the same GBL thingy. And my favorite, the same. Yes, exactly. So understand this. This nerd mode activated. You need to understand that even scientific field tells us how important this is, bro. All of those bad dopamines don't give you nothing good. Nothing good. The word comes bad, bro. Like, it gives you nothing. It gives you this short satisfaction and fast satisfaction, which is extremely high highs, but then you're on the next day you're less happy. And no, and then you continue and continue, and you know what is the scariest part with the addicts and stuff and people like that? So for example, if this is your dopamine baseline, and for example you smoke and you have this like dopamine boom and boom, after some time, when it gets lower and lower, this was your old baseline. This is your new baseline. So when you smoke, boom, boom, you are not even getting the hit. You are not even getting the hit, bro. It's not even going up your normal baseline. No stimuli baseline before you start smoking. It's not even going up to this. So you start smoking more to increase this ups. But when you're increasing this ups, it's going down. And then when you after some time when you smoke very big amount, you're still feeling horrible. This is this is my actionable call. Whoever you are, if you've been clean, for example, from drugs, or if you've been simply trying to defeat those bad habits, please leave them forever. My mind right now is in flow. It's clear as much as possible. The second I start watching those sitting there with mouth breathing, not even laughing, bro. Your face literally looks like this when you're playing a video game or when you're simply scrolling, bro. And if it's really funny, bro, it's time to change that. It won't be. I'm not telling you that. Oh, look, this is a magic pill. You need. Can I take it? No, wait. I won't be taking this off. Gonna decapitate the head of the headphone. Oh, this is the magic pill you need to take, and you will be cured forever from the dopamine addiction. No, buddy. Sadly, that pill like that doesn't exist. You understand that? You need to, it won't be easy and it won't be overnight, but you need to wait. And you need to stay courageous and you need to go through all of those cycles. And once you go through this, you will be saved, literally, from the decades, if not your life, of unhappiness. True happiness lays in work, it lays in positive dopamines, buddy. So understand that, please. Stay courageous, which is really important, and stay disciplined, buddy. And it's incredible to understand that books like Bible have talked about this thousands and thousands and thousands. Like we are here. This is where when the first Bible was made, bro. Like thousands of years, thousands, and they knew that thing. They knew how the world today would operate, and new world problem have ancient solutions. I'm encouraging you, bro. I'm encouraging you. Drop this. Drop this useless, horrible, non-happy existence of your existence, bro. Drop that. Seriously. I was there. I think I was even in the worst place. I'm not gonna speak and make assumptions because everyone has gone through some stuff. Say like that. But I've been in a very, 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 very deep lows of my life. And when I was there, I'll share my testimony one day. But when I was there, bro, all I had was instant gratification, bad dopamine. Guess how much I hated my life. Guess guess what was my score on depression. Guess what was on my mind. Guess how I looked like. Exactly. Imagine this disgusting not average bottom 20% of men. I was there. I was there. That's the most hard. I wasn't even average. I was below 20. I was low 20%. Oh man. Oh man. You know how much I hated it? You know how disgusting I looked? You know how feminine my behavior was? And you know how much I hated it? And at the time, I would be like, "Oh, I enjoy being feminine and stuff like that." But no, bro, you didn't. You clearly didn't. You hated every single second of your life. You were seriously, you had incredible scores in anxiety and depression. This is not a guide. This is me being offending as possible on camera. Can't call this overreacting. Just call this acting. I don't care, bro. I'm doing this for you. I want to spread this message. I know people who are this bottom 20% and people who are at average. And trust me, average is not that good as you think, but bottom 20% is absolutely horrific. I want to spread this message as far as possible. So these people receive this idea of like, okay, this guy speaks something, and they are saved from suffering, literal suffering, and from unhappiness, and from depression, and from incredible hatefulness of. That's why you are suicidal, bro. Literally. So conquer those demons. Conquer this. The Satan will tempt you, bro. The Satan will tempt you. Trust me. It won't be overnight. It won't be easy to overcome. But it is worth it. Because once you overcome this, you will notice how much your life changed. Because progress and regress always happens like this. This is the single reason, by the way, why people are progressing so fast and also getting into the rut so fast. When you're progressing every single day, it goes like this. So this is a baseline. Boom. Exponential. It's not like our brains have hard time understanding. Our brain thinks this is how it's supposed to be. This is how it is. But it's actually like this. And the same goes for your regress. Same goes for you being in a rut. The worse situation you are in, the worse next time you'll be. Murphy's Law, if I'm correct. Rich keep on getting richer, and poor keep on getting poorer. If you are starting to feel in a rut, if you've been missing your habits, soon enough you might end up here. Then it's hard to get out of this, but it's possible. If you're here, it's possible to get out of this rut. So please, if you're new to self-improvement and self-development and don't know what this idea even is, and for you I'm just a random kid on your For You page or whatever, please search upwards self-improvement on YouTube, on Google. Just look how beautiful this thing is. I'm not gonna stress you over with serious things like spirituality, stuff like that, because yes, trust me, spirituality is way more important. It's the core that will make you incredibly happy. But your first steps in your self improvement journey will be, yes, you can start reading the Bible, which I will be very happy if you do. God will be as well. And yes, bro, like start slow, 1 page a day. Focus right now. Your main focus is to learn about self improvement, learn about Christianity as well, and God. And soon enough, bro, your life will change to the best. I never regretted coming to this point in my life. And this is way not the end point. From this, only progress. So I encourage you. If you're new, absolutely new, by Google, and I should have put in these words in the beginning, bro. I hope my retention is good. I hope you stick to with me, bro. Just Google, because if you're still here, bro, this is a little like a sign. Don't care if you believe or not, this is a sign. Google words self improvement and self development if you don't know about them. and watch people like Hamza, Tate, and people like that who are pushing this idea of being masculine. And yes, when once you're somewhat more developed, you might start to disagree with some of the influencers and with some of the things those influencers say. But right now, be like a sponge, absorb, especially from Hamza. He's a good role model. Why I'm talking about Hamza, self improvement pill, animated videos, really good as well. A lot of people who are doing raw uncut videos. I don't remember y'all. Danko, one of them, is also focusing on the business. I don't remember all of them. Something like Jack. I don't remember all of them. First Man, but yeah, man, just go into the idea of like self improvement. Ally, also incredible guy. Yeah, just do this, bro. And if you're not new to this movement, and if you know what this thing is, please stop consuming without doing anything. You've watched countless videos on dopamine detox. You've watched countless of things on that, bro. Please just stop. I know it's hard, but it's worth it. I believe in you. God believes in you. You can do it. You can come to Him and you can stay, and you can come to the right path. Life doesn't change unless you do. I hope you understand my message. Please try to spread this message as far as possible. And God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for sticking with me. Appreciate it.